So I was presenting this text, The Cycle of Night and Day, by Namkhai Norbu, and in our mid sessions. So many people will not have joined them. And this is especially a text how to integrate our realization of our awareness into the full cycle of night and day, in a full 24 hours. And this text is not an invitation to stress ourselves to be in awareness all the time. This text is more invitation to realize that we can integrate all our states, mind states, all of states of consciousness even, into awareness. And even to be more precise, not to integrate it, but to realize that all the states are already integrated in our clear light mind. And we were starting this text. It's a very pithy text, dating back to Garabdoje. Then there was an oral tradition giving this text only from teacher to students, until maybe Vairocana was the first to write it down. Then it was forgotten to the main public Buddhist traditions until Namkhai Norbu got the full text in a dream, not knowing that it was original text from Garabdoje, which he discovered later. And we had the introduction of the text, which was like recognizing our awareness as a base of our experience. And now we are in the practice of the night, which he describes how to fall asleep in a state of, he calls it contemplation, we would say in a state of being aware of awareness. And he describes a very precise method, but in the commentaries he says also like the technique, the student should not follow the technique, but other way around. The technique should follow the students. So as a student, we can discover for ourselves how to apply this method, how it suits our style, our understanding, our realization. He proposed to fall asleep by connecting with the center of our brain, which we do also here, which Dawai has as a little tool to find the center of our brain in our awareness, connect with it, and then slowly release any focusing on the center until we relax into the whole space. That's the technique described here in this text by Namkhai Norbu. What is the aim of this practice, or all the clear light practices of the night? The aim is to experience the in-between state when falling asleep. Because, like Namkhai Norbu and many Dzogchen teachers say, this state of falling asleep assembles or is to the bardo of dying. There are the certain dynamics that are very similar when dying and falling asleep. What one experiences when one is aware during falling asleep, that our senses will slowly fade away. We will lose contact with the environment. Slowly we will lose contact even with our body sensations. And the aim is, even when our body dissolves and we have there is no more body in our awareness to keep being aware. Like I described in the beginning of the session, when we are a snowflake hitting the ocean, and in the moment when it hits the ocean, it dissolves. If we are focused to being the crystal of ice, and the moment we dissolve, it's finished for us, or for that being that we thought we are. Instead, when we're falling asleep, we are the snowflake, have ice, and we realize that we are water. At the moment we hit water, we are still here. And that's the whole thing to train when falling asleep. And it's very important to take this night practice very lightly. Don't push it. Don't make stress with it, because training when falling asleep, it's not easy, because your brain is shutting down, and your normal resources of your full brain are not here when falling asleep. And this can feel, you don't have the same resources, and it also can feel a little challenging when you're experiencing your brain functions fading away. Okay, now I think it's time to start with the next text, and I think now he describes what's happening. Yeah. When we fall asleep in a state in which the six sense aggregates are alertly relaxed into their own condition, our awareness does not become polluted by the grime of discursive thoughts, and the natural clear light appears. We thus find ourselves in the presence of the real condition of existence, without any discursive thoughts distracting us. That's what I try to describe. The natural clear light is the great ocean, the great ground of being, and there is a moment when falling asleep, and they say also in the dying process, when the whole ocean will be clear, maybe for a little moment, but if you are trained, if you are recognized your clear light minds during the life or during the day, they say it's possible to stay in this recognition during the death process, but also during the night. And this, in summarize, it's the whole goal of the clear light practice during the night, to stay aware and alert during the falling asleep. And as soon there is a possibility to connect with your whole being, you do it and you stay in this connection until the first dream appears. And the first dream will automatically, because you are aware, a lucid dream in where you're aware that you're dreaming. The way I do is this practice, just 2 or 3 occasions, I had the pleasure to have a sense that I stay aware the whole night or some of the night. But I recommend really to do this practice in the morning when you still have time to sleep an hour, 2 hours, to fall asleep, being aware, and then staying in awareness. And I highly can recommend a video from Dawai if you want to practice this, to prepare yourself. I think now it's called Clear Light Mind. It was called Shortcutting Togel or something like this. Maybe Yeshé can put the link in the YouTube descriptions then. In this video, Dawai explains a very nice practice which you can fall asleep being aware of your clear light mind. You discover your clear light with eyes open in the dark room. Then you close your eyes. It's the same clear light mind. You open your eyes if you want to have some other experience. You close your eyes. the same clear light mind is in your awareness, or you're aware of your clear light. And you can do this practice as described here with the center of your brain, but I find personally this practice from what Dawai described very useful, very easy, and very connecting to the other practices we do here in the sessions. Okay, maybe we do another sentence for today. But then again, when we observe this instantaneous awareness at the moment it arises, we cannot see anything whatsoever in it that can be identified as calm or the movement of thought. Thus, finding ourselves in a state of alert, vibrant presence, we settle into a quiet awareness and fall asleep. It seems that this sentence is the same like he's saying before, but in the commentaries, especially in other books, he describes what he means in the sentence. He offers a first practice, it was finding the center of your brain. And then he says, if this does not work, if you cannot fall asleep with this practice or with the practice I described from Dawai, with having the eyes open and close it, realizing this vibrant presence in the space, which can embrace your whole being while falling asleep, you can try observe your thoughts. We don't do this so much in our group, but Namkhai Norbu put a lot of emphasis on it, and he is saying if the first variant does not work for you, you can change and recognize the rising of your thoughts and fall asleep. Try to fall asleep in this state. And for my personal recommendation, if both of them not work, just fall asleep, because it's not so healthy to mess with your sleep cycle and to make stress, to put so much stress in it. Because we are here to practice effortlessness, and this is also very important when doing the nighttime practice. So if you want to try this, be easy with yourself, take it easy, try to find the effortlessness you find also during the day practice, and yeah, get some experience, and maybe if you want, share it here in the group. Okay, are there any questions or comments on this text, on this topic? Yeshé already put the link in the description, Clear Light Mind. It was the most amazing session I ever witnessed here with Dawai and the Sangha. If you miss it, check it out. Alex, please.
Just what's the name of the text you were reading? Is it from the book?
Yeah, we have it also in the library, and Yeshé will put it also in the video descriptions as a cycle of day and night by Namkhai Norbu.
Thank you.
And the original text, I have it here. The original text from Garab Dorje is the Upadesha of Vajrasattva. It's a little book. It's a restricted book from the Ati Yoga Foundation. And it's very nice to read both because you can compare it. And it's amazing. When Namkhai Norbu really, which I believe, because he did it a lot, received this whole teaching in one lucid dream, and then later discovered the original text and discovered also that it's almost not word by word, but really the same meaning, each sentence. It's gives me a lot of confidence also and admiration for these great practitioners. And if there are not other questions, I will show you something. Yeshe maybe can put up this picture. This is one of our predecessors. How's the English word? Of one of the people who practiced this very text before us. It's called, his name is Namkhai Yeshé, and he was one of the students of Baba Sambhava. And when we see the picture, you see, yes, this is the posture for this practice. You see him flying in the sky, easy. So the normal posture for this practice, as recommended, is like in the posture where the Buddha was lying on his right side, being relaxed. And I found this picture of Namkhai Yeshé very inspiring because he had so much effortless relaxedness in it. Like he was about to dissolve in the sky. And it said that he was also really flying. But anyway, I think he was a very intense practitioner, and he was studying with this very text also, with the original from Garab Dorje.
I'm sorry I got dropped. What was the book the you just showed? I came in and missed that.
This is a text by a book from Jögel Namkhai Norbu, where he compares his cycle of day and night with the original teaching from Garab Dorje, the Upadesha of Vajrasattva.
Okay.
It's a very fascinating reading. I don't read from this book because it's restricted, and they just give it to if you have this Namkhai Norbu Yeshe Silvani connection somehow. I think you have, huh, Kadak?
Yes.
Yeah, very interesting. And you want to share some on this topic? Maybe you have some experiences or something to share?
Just some dreams of the master, that when I met Namkhai Norbu really early on in my exploration of Dzogchen, so it was like the deep end. But yeah, the lucid dreaming, I did that separately from, in a way, I mean, nothing separate, but there was like the book from Stephen LaBarge on lucid dreaming, and it was just very step by step. And so it got into the practice of it pretty regularly, but it was just kind of like a novelty. And then it was just like, I actually could just sleep, get refreshed, and carry on. But there was early on dream with Namkhai Norbu coming out of a Tonka truck. Like I was playing with a little toy in a sandbox in the dream. And I think it was just like my subconscious playing tricks, saying like Tanka painting, Tanka toy. In the dream, there's this little subconscious play. Yeah, she's being accosted. She's being decorated. Mm.
Yeah, thanks, Kalak.
Thanks, Rolpa.
I also had these powerful dreams with Namkhai Norbu. Really inspired his teachings, his presence, also his willingness to give these teachings. Inspired my dream so much. Coming to my dreams, and I had a hard time with this dream Namkhai Norbu figure in my dreams. I wanted some teaching, and he was not. He was not willing to give. It took some dreams and some learning from my side to approach it with more respect. Actually with respect for the sacredness of the teachings. Not just wanting to have them, but willing to recognize their meaning. And yeah, then the dreams changed with him. He started to reveal slowly some of the things that I didn't understand when studying Dzogchen during the day and practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Highly, wow. I share just one of the early dreams when he started teaching, and then we maybe close the session. I was at a gathering from students of Namkhai Norbu in a big hall, and his teaching was over, and he was strolling around the public, talking to people, and I was standing there in the middle, and I wanted to speak with him. I wanted to ask. There was a time when I sensed that my Dzogchen practice is missing something. I had no pointing out. I did not realize really. I just was intellectual understanding it. And I understood that it's not enough. And I wanted to have this in a dream. And I was standing there, and then the moment he looks at me, I was completely naked. And the moment I had the possibility to ask him something, I was completely naked. And we started this session with social anxiety, and I felt it, all the shame. And he gave me the look. That's okay. You can ask me anyhow. It's no problem. But I trained. I was pulling myself away. No, it's not possible. I cannot ask when I'm completely naked. And then all of a sudden, Namkhai Norbu turned away, and a sheep came in the audience. And I thought, okay, let's sit on the sheep. That covers a little bit of my nakedness. And I was sitting on the sheep, so happy. I felt safer. And then Namkhai Norbu came again to me, and he said to me, now you are happy that you have your sheep, huh? And I said, yes, I'm so happy with the sheep. And then said to me, the real happiness comes when you discover who gave you this sheep. And that was the whole dream. And I get a really glimpse of understanding that we are in a dream situation and my mind was making the whole thing up. The nakedness, the Namkhai Norbu, the sheep. Yeah. This was part of my dreams with the Namkhai Norbu. Anyone want to have some last words before we close?
Well, my first Dzogchen master was a complete unknown, a hidden yogi, and I mentioned him sometimes. His name is Fritz, but he did his 3-year retreat in the jungles of the Amazon with the plant medicines. So he came and checked me out in the dream. Like it wasn't a dream just with my own mind. There was someone else present. So vivid that it shifted my whole reality that something like that could be possible. And saying this now, I'm realizing I have to relax and get myself back into the place where the dreaming is integrated, put into the path. And one of my other significant Dzogchen teachers, Choki Nima, he just says dream is the double delusion. It's like delusion within the delusion. So it doesn't have a lot of emphasis on it. But the way Namkhai Norbu worked with it and my buddy Fritz, it's getting me wanting to look into it more again. Live it, get back where I'm closer to the dream. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Kadak. So maybe next Saturday when we explore this text again, we can speak about our realization in dreams during the sleep. Especially for Dzogchen praxis, very highly helpful just to have one lucid dream. Just to have one lucid dream and to realize, wow, my mind is capable to faking this reality so precisely. And just this, for me, was enough to realize, okay, when my mind can do this during the night, it's no problem to make this illusion so convincing during the day. Okay, let's close with a moment of silence this session. Dedicating our sharing and effort and practice to all the people that need, all the beings that need it. Okay, thank you everybody. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.